I've recently started to teach again after taking a break of 1.5 years. When I started teaching again, I felt rusty and a lot of things that I could do a year and a half ago. I felt that my skill had weakened and deteriorated over this period of time. But now I'm back and I'm trying to rebuild my teaching skill. And one way been doing that is by teaching for free, and that gives some value to the student and the parent, and it gives me the value to practice again. Um, and um, One thing that I would like to say is while I was not teaching this time, it doesn't mean I was not working. It was just a break from active teaching. I was building systems around assessment and how to facilitate teachers, and that is my side project, and it's called Baccalytics. You can search it up. So during this whole journey of looking at the business side of things, looking at the technology side of things, talking with, doing the back and forth with the development team. So short story that I came full circle back to teaching, and now I think I have more perspective on what matters most. And during this whole time, we were going through this rapid evolution of AI tools and different models launching every day. So that has given me perspective and it has pushed me to go back to the basics. And the basics are helping students how to think. I have stopped thinking of myself as a mathematics teacher or a physics teacher or a teacher that could get you points that you wouldn't have otherwise scored in the exam, teach you shortcuts and teach you how to reverse engineer the exam. So you have that calibration to predict what kind of tasks would appear on the exam and sort of be more prepared in a way that you are already familiar with what's going to come to the exam. And now that I'm back to teaching after taking that break, I think that that is not a very transferable skill. And learning doesn't happen when we keep on repeating familiar tasks and solving familiar problems. Rather, it happens when we take the general principles from solving one problem or answering one question, and through the process of generalization and abstraction, we extract some principles and we adapt them to a new, slightly or significantly unfamiliar situation, and connecting the dots between the two. So I have changed my ways of teaching. I used to speak a lot, I used to transact a lot, and I think I'll stop doing that in my lessons. And during my free sessions, I have noticed that it works a lot better if I speak less and let them think and let them not just think but to document their thinking, and for me to have evidence of what thinking pitfalls they went into, and everything they write is documented. And now with the help of large language models, we have the ability to document long-term thinking that the student is doing, and every next lesson can be personally created based on the thinking problems in the previous lesson. And problem solving drills could be designed so that those uh, key thinking styles or thinking skills could be tested and practiced. So that is how I have started teaching now, and I am looking for more students who would be interested in learning in a more sustainable style. By sustainable, I mean eventually they should not be needing a tutor. Uh, we would like to talk about what metacognition is and how it is practical and useful in almost any subject. And when we start exercising metacognition, which is basically reflecting upon the processes and types of thinking that we do, and kind of loosely defined as thinking about our thinking, but it's much more than that. I think we can reach a level where we could become autodidacts, and autodidact means somebody who teaches themselves. And I think that is my goal now. Uh, Number one, to deliver outcome-based lessons, uh, prioritize student thinking and student construction of their knowledge and not me transacting it to them, and making them reflect about their thoughts. So if this is something that you are interested in and you would like to have this for your child who is either taking maths or physics or any other subject for that matter, but you would want them to practice their thinking skills, especially if they are in middle years right now. You have a lot of time to develop these skills, and um, these skills would go a long way, no matter what career they choose.